What's going on YouTube? I just wanted to make a quick video, give y'all the update. Now this video might don't be for everybody because I'm probably pretty sure not everybody who subscribed to me experience with the phenomenon known as gang stalking or organized stalking. I just want to show you guys how predictable the program is when it comes to my harassment, my systematic harassment. We're gonna label it that. So for all those who don't know, I've been back and forth out of the hospital because due to the attacks, they like to target my heart. So I end up getting me a different primary care physician and schedule me an appointment for a cardiologist. I played the video yesterday where they called me and told me that my insurance was still pending and that I was going to have to pay $7,000 out of pocket, so on and so forth. So after I get that whole situation rectified, I had to go to the emergency room yesterday because of the torture, right? Just so y'all can see. Well, one's from the day and one's from yesterday or whatever or whatnot. So I had to go to the emergency room because the torture got so bad. When I say so crazy yesterday, the torture got so crazy. I just want to show y'all how predictable the program is when it comes to my harassment. So y'all know that I've been in and out of the hospital because they like to target my heart. So that prompted me into getting me a cardiologist and going and get me an appointment scheduled. So last Tuesday was my first time seeing the cardiologist. So he set me up for an echo, which I went and had this procedure done today. Now, yesterday, someone from Ohio called me and told me that my insurance didn't fall through, so I had to pay $7,000 for the appointment, so on and so forth. So after I get that rectified, I had to go to the emergency room yesterday because the torture got so bad. But let me show y'all how predictable the program is, right? So whenever I have to call the ambulance, I start to record. This is the recording that I took yesterday. Everything that I said on this recording came true. Y'all gonna hear me say this to the paramedics. It's weird that he's calling me while I'm on live. He haven't called me all day. I just want y'all to see this though. This is how predictable this program is, right? You're gonna hear me predict everything. You're gonna see the paramedics come. You're gonna see. So on this phone call, y'all gonna hear me on the phone call with the medical dispatcher asking for an ambulance to get sent to me. Y'all are gonna hear me after I get off the phone with him. I'm gonna say what paramedics they're gonna send. I'm talking about I describe the paramedics. Y'all gonna hear me say that it's gonna be a short, young, dark-skinned lady with two older white gentlemen, because for some reason in my targeting, when they send me to the emergency room and they know I have to call the ambulance, I always get the same staff, no matter what time of day I go. I always get the same nurse, the same lady who do triage. I always get the same doctor. I always get the same paramedics. I always get the same fire department. And whenever the paramedics come, it's always a delayed response. So listen to this conversation. This is me recording in real time yesterday.
Well, I got to have a couple more questions to make sure I'm seeing you the right help. Okay.
Okay. So this is on the phone with the dispatcher. I'm asking them to send an ambulance to the house, right?
Are you cleaning or having cold sweats?
No. Oh, it's some Tylenol, I believe. Want to get on the ambulance. I know the fire department is going to be first on scene, though. Okay. Run Toto in the room. No. Okay. Fire department is going to be first on scene, though. I just want to get on the ambulance. I ain't going. I just want to get on the ambulance. I know the fire department is going to be first on scene, though. Okay. Paramedics to get here, not the first responders, the firefighters. Y'all heard what I just said. Y'all heard I just called them. What's how long it's gonna take for the paramedics to get here, not the first responders, the firefighters. Y'all heard what I just said to them. I know they're gonna be first on scene. They don't never have an EKG machine or anything. But I told you it was gonna force me to the hospital. I should have timestamped this to make it easier, but this sort of a freestyle video. Stop it, bro. Stop calling me, please. Now, this is when the paramedics got to the door. I mean, the fire department. For some reason, the fire department always shows up first. Whenever it's me calling and I'm telling them that I feel like I'm having a heart attack, they always, as I stated, send the same exact fire department, no matter what part of town I'm on, no matter what time of day I call them, or anything. You're going to hear me say this to them.
We're here for you. What's going on?
I don't have a heart issue with my heart. I don't have a heart attack.
Mind if we get a couple vitals on you?
Yeah, you could. Y'all came last time.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me? I said y'all came the last time. Every time, no matter what part of town I'm on, no matter where I'm at in the city, if they're forcing me to have a heart attack, I call the ambulance. These firefighters are always the first one to say it, as if they're the only firefighters in the entire city.
Yeah.
When you went to the hospital, what did they say last time?
I got an appointment scheduled. I've been going to a cardiologist since I went last Tuesday, and I got an appointment actually scheduled for tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Okay.
To have
They put you on any medicine or anything?
Mm-mm.
What game you was playing?
What was it, 2 p.m.? No, you said it right there. I'm on live.
What position you making that?
Center.
Okay.
See, now this part right here, this is what's crazy, because when they see that I'm on to them and they see that I'm recording and things of that nature, whenever I make an obvious point like this is when they try to deflect and make subtle conversation about anything that's going on in the background. But wait till y'all hear the other firefighter walk in here. Watch what he says. What my heart rate is? Is my heart rate elevated?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, it's a little fast.
So I asked him, was my heart rate elevated? Because I always want to document that, because whenever I get to the emergency room, they try to make it seem like, well, nothing's wrong with your heart, this, that, and the third. Everything looks good. No scar tissue around it, so on and so forth, as if, everything that I'm experiencing is in my head. But here's the other guy ready to walk in.
98. That's good. 2, 106. 104. Heart rate.
Is it okay if I get a blood pressure on that one?
Sorry, some bad news, but it might be a second for the ambulance.
I already knew that. Now, that was the third firefighter walking in saying that, sorry, I got some bad news, but there's going to be a delay on the paramedics. You heard me fire back and say that I already knew that. And to prove that I already knew that, in the beginning of this video, I said it.
Help is on the way. I just have a couple more questions. And I apologize.
No. Ready? I'm trying to find the exact moment where I said that. Was telling y'all.
On the way. I just have a couple more
No, at 9:30 in the morning. Excuse me, it was breaking up. The phone breaking up. Oh, it's some Tylenol, I believe. I just wanted to get on the ambulance. I know the fire department is going to be first on scene, though. Yeah, because I'm going to run Toto on the room. Stay. Stay. No, get him off the building. I wish I would have timestamped this specific part so I could save some time. So I heard I just called him. Watch how long it's going to take for the paramedics to get here. Not the first responders, the firefighters. Y'all heard what I just said to them. I know they're going to be first on scene. They don't never have an EKG machine or anything. But I told you it was going to force me to the hospital. So right there at that part right there, you can hear me say, watch how long it takes for the paramedics to get here. And I know that the fire department is going to be first. For some reason, whenever I call for the ambulance, as I stated, they always send the fire department first. And it's always the exact same workers. Whatever hospital I go to, I always get the same exact nurses, everything. Everything is the same. It's just, it's actually weird. So yeah, but that was me predicting that it was going to be a delay on the paramedics. I told y'all there's always a delay with the ambulance, man. And the third paramedic that was on scene, firefighter that was on scene, the first thing he came in here and said to me was, I got some bad news for you, but there's going to be a delay on the EMT. And I fired back. I already knew. I already predicted that before y'all even showed up on the scene, because that's basically how my targeting is done or whatever. And they just looked stupid. So as it was taking too long for the paramedics to get here, I just went on and called a lift. My lift actually showed up before the paramedics got here, so I ended up getting in the I ended up getting in the lift. I ended up getting in the lift and going to the emergency room that way. But then after I had my appointment today scheduled for the procedure that they had me set up for, was some procedure called an echo, where they was going to map my heart and check for the valves and things of this nature. This is why I said I'm going to go ahead and play this game with them, because they like to target my heart a lot. So that's what made me go see a cardiologist. So I get a call back after I get out of the emergency room today, and they say that everything's looking good with my heart. That is no, here we go. I'm going to play it. Okay. Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So, dude, hold on. One question. So, is there any other test that I could take? Because if there's something going on with my heart, though, like when I come to the emergency room, there is always elevated heart rates and slight heart attacks and things of that nature. So I just played a snippet of that just to show y'all the reason why I'm going through all this is just to show, because I know that when they do finally get me up out of here, it's going to be through artificially induced heart attack. So my whole purpose of doing this is documenting and showing y'all that it's actually nothing wrong with my heart. My heart is in good standing, no scar tissue, it's healthy, beating fine. I done got every test imaginable, imaginable done. Besides, the next test that I have scheduled is the stress test, actually. But the stress test is nothing compared to the echo test that I did today, because the echo test is where they actually map your heart, take pictures of it, look at the valves and so on and so forth. Everything is perfect according to them. Everything is perfect. So the games that I'm playing now, yes, we're going to go through all of the things that y'all saying. So if y'all telling me that it's not what I'm telling y'all that it is, then y'all going to have to figure it out on y'all end, because I'm not going to sit up there and continue to say that I'm being targeted with microwave radiation or again attacked via Wi-Fi signals and things of this nature, because I already told y'all it always leads to them questioning me about my mental sanity or have I ever been committed to a mental hospital. So for the last 2 months, when I say they have really been targeting me in the medical field, in the hospital with the delayed responses, I'll never be able to get I can't get an ambulance on time to save my life. There's always a 20+ minute wait. For some reason, I always get the same paramedics. I always get the same fire department and so on and so forth. But that's just how my targeting is. I'm not sure how many other people go through things like this, but these are the things that I noticed. So I came to terms with that. I'm just going to have to document everything. I wanted to make a video touching on the last live that I did, but I figured I'd get up here because I wanted my evidence and my videos to be out here for when whenever what happens to me happen or whatever. When I've been, a lot of y'all know I started a business lately. The last few days I started the business, so my hands been kind of tied with that, and plus going back and forth to the ER and doctor's appointments. So I got another doctor appointment scheduled. I was thinking about live streaming that, but I think I'm just going to record it. And on the same day that I see my doctor, I got an appointment scheduled to see a therapist. So now that one I'm going to live stream for sure. Hopefully, if they don't see me or make it forbidden that I don't do so. But anyway, I just really wanted to make this short video for documented purposes on it. I wanted my evidence to be online just in case, whatever they feeling like doing. Since I've been out the hospital today, they haven't really been torturing me. Actually, it's been kind of cool or whatever or whatnot. And another thing that I have done, I have been getting out of the house lately to try to find like secluded areas or places that I haven't been to a lot, because I be looking at it like they have to set up the parameters in order to torture me and harass me. So lately what I've been doing was testing that theory out. And the more that I do get out the house and find secluded areas, the torture is minimized by 100. When I say it's brutal, any day of me being in the house, not having nothing to do, is brutal. It's hard to even be in the house. I promise you it's hard. So yeah, I'm just doing this, as I stated, for documented purposes. This video is not intended for everybody. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Meadows. I definitely do. I just wanted to get up here and share with y'all what was going on with me, give y'all an update. As I stated, I kind of got my hands full with the business right now, still getting all the paperwork done, looking for a company van right now, just opened up me a business account. I got everything in line. I'm gonna take y'all to the journey on Farwise is how I went about getting my business started, where I'm at with it, to me landing my first contract, so on and so forth, to me getting the business credit. If y'all don't know about that, that's pretty like, credit is one of the toughest ways that I think, if you're being financially sabotaged, if you establish the credit game, then I think it's harder for them to financially sabotage. And within the next week, I'm gonna show y'all why I say that, and I'm gonna do a video Farwise the steps that I took to do it, so y'all can see. So I recommend anybody. It don't cost that much to get a business started. Got the website up, got everything. Like I said, if you're being financially sabotaged, I would recommend that the game to get in is the credit game. Honestly, the credit game is probably like the best way to stop them from financially sabotaging you. And that's just what it is. As I stated, I'm gonna make a video about it and show you guys the steps that I took and how I achieved what I achieved and what I got already. Like I said, I only had my business since the 11th. I already got the website. I already got a business account with the bank. I already got my EIN. It's already registered with the state. The only thing I'm waiting on now is a few credit cards. I'm already registered with Don and Doombas. Everything is legit. The only thing, my next move is going to be me applying for bids and, just putting my name out there, website, everything's taken care of. I did it all in 2-3 days. Yeah, so that's going to end it for this video. I'm going to do a follow-up video on the last live that I did, talking about why we stopped using lead paint in the household and things of this nature, because like I said, there's more information on about that. A lot of us probably already know this, but they use 2.4 gigahertz when it comes to using signals for Wi-Fi. So we got the 2.4 and we got the 5G, and some of them are equipped now with 6G or whatever. Stop. But the reason they use 2.4 gigahertz and majority of the devices we use, whether it's AirPods, whether it's Bluetooth speakers, whether it's smart TVs, handheld video games, whatever it is, all of them use 2.4 gigahertz as their signal, simply because they travel through walls more easily, which give y'all the understanding and the basis on why they stopped using lead paint. Well, anyway, I'm gonna make that a separate video. I ain't gonna tie all this information into one video. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. I just wanted to get these evidence on here and just show y'all how consistent and predictable my program is. Regardless on how much I predicted, they know that I'm predicting it. They still do the exact same thing. Pretty sick.